guys, it's Celia and I'm back with another video. So, I'm sitting in my car right now. I wanted to do this story time. Obviously, you can tell from the title what this is going to be about. But yeah, I was not expecting this to happen. I don't feel like anyone really expects this to happen, but I pretty much had a very bad allergic reaction while I was out on a date. I had to go to the hospital. My throat, my just so much was going on, and I was really scared I was going to die. So I wanted to just share this story with y'all. I feel like I really don't even be having a lot of story times to tell you guys. So I was like, why don't I tell them this? Because this was pretty serious. This person's car was so loud. Lord. Anyways, yeah, I just wanted to share this with you guys before I actually go inside. Me and Samaya did run some errands, and she's asleep right now. But yeah, my hair is in these low braided buns because I'm tired of doing my hair, y'all. Like, of course, I got to do my hair so I can look decent throughout the week and so that I can do videos for you guys, but I try to limit the amount of times I do my hair within a week. I try to stretch it even longer than that, but anyways, so how the story started, or let me just start with what I'm allergic to, because I told y'all I had an allergic reaction. So I am allergic to almonds, walnuts, and pecans, sesame seeds, and thin fish. So although I can eat like peanuts and cashews, things like that, I cannot eat those specific three. So almonds, walnuts, pecans. Sesame seeds, can't have them on like my buns or anything like that, so I don't eat Big Macs. Whenever I go to restaurants and stuff, I have to ask them if their buns come with sesame seeds and stuff. And then thin fish, I can eat shellfish, so I can eat lobster, shrimp, crab, all the good stuff, but I cannot eat things like salmon, catfish, things like that. And how I learned that I was allergic was just being young, my mom feeding me, giving me foods, and me having an allergic reaction. Now, the allergic reaction that I would get whenever I would eat one of these foods was pretty it wasn't severe. It was pretty mild. Like, I would just get a really itchy tongue or an itchy throat, or like my mouth area would just get really itchy, and then that's about it. Like, it would go away. It would go away after a little bit, maybe, I don't know, 30 minutes, an hour or so. It's more so annoying than like life-threatening. So we just pretty much made sure I stayed away from those foods. So living, on my day-to-day life, my allergies are nothing that I'm just like, oh my God, I have to make sure I don't get this. It's nothing I'm like thinking about every day. I just stay away from the foods. So, I never really have to deal with, any allergic reactions. It's pretty rare that I get it now that I'm older, and, I just don't eat the foods. So I went on a date it was Friday. I dropped the girls off to their dads and went on a date. And this was with someone who I'd been out with before. He actually came down to visit me. So yeah, he came to visit me, and we went to a Mexican restaurant. And usually when I go to a Mexican restaurant, I always get the same thing. I get enchiladas, beef enchiladas, I should say. My throat was getting dry, y'all. Sorry. I got my Starbucks. This is the toasted white mocha frappe. So if you guys have not seen my Starbucks video, check it out, because that was a fun video. I kind of want to do like a part 2 just so I can taste some stuff, but yeah. With caramel drizzle, I should say. So yeah, you guys, of course, I had to get me a drink. I feel like you cannot go to a Mexican restaurant and not get you a margarita. So I got me a strawberry margarita, which was really, really good. And then I ordered my beef enchiladas, but I got it with mole sauce, and I've never gotten it with mole sauce. I didn't even know what mole sauce was, but I was just like, let me try something new. I'm sure the sauces should be good. I just kind of felt like I had mole sauce before, because I don't know, like I've had the green sauce, the red sauce. I just assumed it would be one of those sauces. I didn't ask what it was made of. I didn't ask what it tastes like, anything like that. So, I'm just thinking everything's fine at this point. So the food comes out. He gets his food. I think he had like a fajita or something. It looked really, really good. He enjoyed it. I had my enchiladas. I'm eating it. And everything's fine at first. Like the first few bites is fine. It tastes really good. I have my rice and the beans and all that. But then I start feeling something. I'm like, hold up. This is the feeling I get when I'm having an allergic reaction. It kind of feels like something feels weird in your mouth, in your throat. So I'm just like, okay, here's some itchiness about to come. I don't know what they done cooked this stuff with. So, just going back to like my history with allergic reactions, I'm just like, you know what? It'll pass. It'll be some itchiness and annoying, but I'll just enjoy my food and it'll go away. Y'all, I swear to you, as like the minutes went by, my throat was closing more and more. It was starting to feel really sore. So it started slowly, y'all. And it started getting tighter and tighter to the point where it was hard for me to even swallow my own spit. And so I was starting to feel like, okay, something is definitely wrong here. So, I'm over here in my mind kind of freaking out because, the minutes are going by and it is really starting to hit me like something's wrong, Celia. I had never experienced my throat literally feeling like this. It was getting to the point where my heart was racing. I was feeling a little bit like lightheaded. Again, I told you guys it was hard for me to even swallow my own spit, and it was really getting hard to breathe. So the whole time we're eating, I'm literally not saying a thing to him. He's eating his food, and so I'm thinking, man, if I tell him I feel like something's wrong, I don't want him to be mad at me or be annoyed that we just, he can't even enjoy his food. So I'm just hoping like he hurries up and eats his food so I could tell him like something's wrong. So, whole time this is going on, I'm freaking out in my head. So I'm like, typically when I get this itchiness, I try to drown it out with some water or something. So, I didn't ask for water. I just started eating the ice out of my margarita because I got it on the rocks. And, that wasn't helping. Nothing was helping. And, he kept asking me, my date, he kept asking, like, are you okay? Are you okay? Because I'm sure he could tell that something wasn't okay. So instead of me telling him that I was not okay and I think like something in this food is giving me an allergic reaction, because at this point I still didn't know what it was. So I instead made an excuse and was like, I have to use the bathroom. I did not have to use the bathroom. I just needed to go to the bathroom so I could kind of freak out, without him seeing or anyone else seeing. So I went to the bathroom. I was trying to like open my throat, so I put my hand underneath the running water and was just like doing this with the water, trying to get something in my mouth, because I told y'all my throat just progressively kept on like getting tighter and tighter. It was to the point where it was hard for me to even talk. So once I go to the bathroom, I'm just like, Celia, you got to tell him, like, you've never experienced this and this is getting scary. When I went to the bathroom, like, I'm sitting here like, oh my God, I'm about to die. My kids aren't going to have a mom. How are they going to go on? Like, is this really the way I'm about to die? A freaking allergic reaction? Like, who does this? What? So I sit down and I tell him, like, I think something's wrong. Like, and I told y'all I could not talk, so it was hard for me to even open up my mouth and tell him this. But I told him, like, I think it's almonds or something, because obviously it wasn't fish, it wasn't sesame seeds, so I'm thinking it had to be nuts. As soon as I told him that, he said it was the mole sauce. He knows about Mexican food and all that, so the mole sauce that I got was made with almonds. I don't know if all mole sauce is, I'm not sure, but yeah, it was made with almonds. So we hurry up, got the check. The waitress was looking like, is everything okay? Because I didn't even touch my food. So luckily there was a pharmacy right next to the Mexican restaurant we were at. So we went there, and my date was telling me to get some Benadryl, and I didn't even think of this because it's never, whenever I've gotten an allergic reaction, I've never taken anything from it or for it. I just would let it go away on its own because it typically would. But this was bad. We went to the pharmacy. We told the person, the doctor, or whoever the person was, the pharmacist, I don't know what was going on. And he was like, you need to take 1 or 2 of these Benadryls and go to the emergency room. And I'm sure he was freaking me out, you guys. My eyes started watering and I started to cry almost because he was freaking me out, making it seem like I was going to die if I didn't hurry up and get to the emergency room. And I already felt like I was dying. I couldn't even open my mouth to talk. Like, my throat, I don't know. So, yeah, we went to the hospital, and what happened? They gave me some steroids. They gave me, well, I was on the IV and everything. Obviously, you guys can tell from the thumbnail. And then they gave me some more Benadryl and some other stuff, y'all. They gave me a shot, and I did not like it. But as soon as they gave me that, like, it kicked in. I could feel it all throughout my body. And my heart was beating really, really fast. I think it's just due to whatever they gave me. But then, slowly over time, I was there for 3 hours. But slowly over time, I was able to finally breathe. I was able to talk normally. Now, how that's happened, I told you guys it was hard for me to talk, but like my voice, everything had changed. So it was kind of weird. But my voice came back. I was able to talk, able to breathe. My throat definitely was feeling a lot better. And that's pretty much it, you guys. This wasn't like a super crazy story, but it definitely was scary for me, because I've never had it this serious. And allergic reactions, you guys, can be life-threatening, especially the reaction that I was having. The fact that my heart was beating so fast, my blood pressure, my breathing, all of that was affected. If I would not have gotten help, I definitely could have been in serious trouble. So I know I'm probably like playing it off like it wasn't serious, but this was definitely serious. And I told y'all, like, my life kind of flashed before my eyes. It's kind of crazy how that happens. I feel like that's happened a few times, maybe when I think I've been in 2 car accidents, not like serious ones, but they were scary. It's like your life flashes before your eyes, all your memories, your like close people that you love the most, it just all flashes in your mind. And that happened with me. So I was definitely very thankful and grateful that my date did not, like, I kept on, the medicine that they had given me kept knocking me out. So I would fall asleep, wake back up, and I kept checking on him, asking him if he was okay, because I was so worried if he was going to be upset with me, annoyed that I ruined our date. Like, I really just felt like it was my fault. So this was kind of a learning lesson for me. Not only I need to make sure I have an EpiPen. EpiPens are used for people who have allergic reactions, and I'm sure you guys have heard of it. The thing you stick in like your thigh to help, with those symptoms that I told you guys about. But definitely need to get that. So I'm going to be picking that up from the pharmacy. Thank God, because I never want this to happen again, and not have what I need. So there's that. But then what I also learned is I need to speak up. The fact that I really sat there going through this pain and, you know, being scared out of my mind, thinking I'm about to die, and I did not say a word because I was afraid somebody was going to be mad at me. That's my big issue. I'm always worried about if someone's going to be mad at me, if someone's going to be annoyed. Like, I'm always, I don't know, that's just how I am. And in that situation, it just made me realize, like, girl, stop. Because, I don't know, y'all, I'm a mess. So yeah, you guys, that is my story time. I was gonna call this a nightmare date, but this wasn't really a nightmare. It was just scary. So let me know if you guys are allergic to anything. Like, have you had any type of really bad allergic reaction? I would love to know because this stuff is no freaking joke. But like I said, now I'll be prepared. I'll know kind of like what to do. I'm definitely staying away from mole sauce. Like, I'm kind of scared. I don't even want to go to a Mexican restaurant for a minute. But yeah, let me know if you guys have had an allergic reaction experience, or even if you've just had like a crazy thing happen and on a date. I would love to know. But that is the end of the story time. Everything's good. I'm okay. And I'll see you guys in my next video.